from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is fielded at the 27. Nice move at the 40. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll run on 1st down. It's Stevens. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 57 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Right back to him on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his pass is caught. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 22-yard scamper. And the Cowboys are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this part.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Gibbs straight ahead. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Fielded just inside the 30. Uses the spin. Fighting him off. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cowboys are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now look at him go. He's still on his feet. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he returns this to the 22. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Stevens. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 135 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run with Pollard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To throw is Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was Charles Harris getting in there behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out now come the Lions. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25 and down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit, and they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Throwing again is Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense. To get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where it's coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They juked him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stevens. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Cowboys are... able to widen their lead here in this first half. Aubrey now for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Goff. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Goff now looks to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you to our EA studio. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say they're...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond now. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now 3rd down and 7. To throw is gone. going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Now Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff, and that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 3rd and 19. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. On 1st down, Stevens. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for... ...4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Aubrey now for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw, Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Inside the 10. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
He'll try again, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Cowboys are pouring it on. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And they'll begin by running the option. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by, look at the big man rumble. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.